I just finished getting my lashes done, and we were having like deep conversations, and I just like got home after driving. I was just thinking in the car. It's like a 30-minute drive to her place, and then to get back home. When I got home, I just like started making myself a meal, and then I just like started crying and just thinking about my life and like kind of like how I was raised and things that happened to me. And then I started processing not even things that are like in the past that happened, but then as I get older and older, and I'm 26 now, and I just like keep learning more and more things like that are just so messed up and just disturbing about our world. And it's like when you're younger, you don't know like what to expect for the future. You don't know these things. And as you keep getting older, you just keep learning more and more things about this world that we live in. And then I just started to think to myself, because she had said something she doesn't, I don't know, I just feel like I'm starting to think like, I know I want a family, I want a husband, I thought I want kids, but like, the more I keep learning more and more information about this world, it just doesn't seem like I even want that anymore. Like, it feels like I don't know if I even want to bring any children into this world. And it's so sad because it's something I thought I wanted. But the more I keep learning, why would I want to put my child, like, why would I bring a child into this world where there's just, the more you keep learning about this world and how just messed up it is. And then I don't know how, I've never thought about that possibility, like when I'm using these dating apps, whatever, if I were to say I don't want kids, then how is that gonna look to men? Like, then I'm gonna be single forever if I don't want to do that. So it's like, I don't know if I'm just thinking this in this moment, but the more I get older, the more I just keep seeing what's wrong with this world, and I keep learning more and more evil things, and just it makes me just not want to really be a mother. The more I hear different perspectives from grandmas to mothers to women and their perspectives, the more I tap in, it makes me not want to be a mom. It just makes me want to just not bring any life into this world if it means that like we are gonna like not be as happy anymore when we do. And then also the children suffer too, because this world that we live in, there's just so much. And then I kind of like, I've seen watching the reality TV shows, and then when I hear like when some of the couples don't like want kids, I'm like, how do you not want kids? Like, how do you not want to pass like your genetic bloodline on? Why do you want to just not have kids? Like, I always kind of thought that was like selfish, like you just want to live and not have kids. But like, it just hit me right now with like just like processing things from my grandparents and my family, but then also to like her talking about her like what she thinks and her experience and her family. And I'm just like, I don't know, I just feel really sad right now, and I just feel like I should talk about how I'm feeling right now. It's making me rethink like a lot of things in my life. And then I don't know what that would look like if I don't want kids, and then I just want to find a man to love me, and then we just love each other. And at the same time, like, I don't know, I'm just feel really lost right now. Because I want a family. I thought I wanted that so badly, but every time I hear stories, like, I have hope. I have hope for like a beautiful family and a beautiful husband and a happy relationship. I have hope for these things, but I don't know if like what they say, it seems like it's not all that it says it is, like it's meant to be. And I don't know, I just haven't, I don't know. it feels so, it feels like it's just like a wrong move to do for your happiness for some reason, from, and also the child's bringing them into a world that's such just I don't know. I don't know if there's any men out there that would even like want to be with me if I didn't want kids. And I don't even know if I would be happy to not have kids either, because my family's done that. So maybe I'm just like having a really sad moment and this will like pass. But I don't know. I'm just feeling really down right now. I think I don't like when I know things. I don't like sometimes when I think about things and I learn things. I don't want to know these things because it just makes me not, like, it makes me just like, I just don't understand how our world can be like this. Some things you hear and things you know. And it's scary. It's scary to bring a child into this world and to think that they're going to eventually learn how the world works and how things work. And like, it's a lot for them, because I know it's a lot for me. When I hear those things, I don't want to know them. I don't know. Maybe it could be a happier life for a woman. I don't know, for me, or I guess me, to just find a man that we just love each other. And we don't, like, I just watched this other, like, reality show. It's, like, not a reality show. It's, like, a therapy show. And there was a couple, and they had a baby. And he was talking about he wanted, like, 4 children. And when they first were together, she said she wanted 4 too. But then she changed her mind. And they only had 1 so far, because she said being a mom was so hard. And that she does everything in the house, cooks, cleans, takes care of the child, and like the man just gets to be free. He works, but he's just out and about, and like he doesn't like help with the kids at all. And then she wasn't even upset about that. She wasn't even lashing out, but like she was just stating like calmly, as maturely, just like didn't even really say it, but it was obvious that it was that she was being really mature. But she just said that she just simply didn't want to have another kid, because she already has to do so much with 1 child and he's not helping at all. And he just was saying, like, pretty much to, like, the therapist was listening to them, and then he was just like, well, I said I wanted 4 kids, and I thought when we were together, like, you said that, and now you're changing, so, like, I want 4 kids. And it just seemed like the more I kind of dissect it and think about that therapy session, and there was, like, different sessions in the film, it just seems like he is like, women are just like it's like just to have like to pass their last name down, and then we end up doing like, we have to do so much, and then we don't always get appreciated. And the more I talk to women and they talk about their parents and like their grandparents and what their mothers say, they just say like, maybe you shouldn't get married, or, but I don't know if it's like, if there's happy endings, like, or if it's just for women, we're just gonna have to put up with things. I don't know if it's how it's supposed to be, or why life is this way. Are we just meant to just repopulate? Like, but then I don't want to do that. If I feel like I'm gonna be happy with someone, and then I'm just like feel like I'm stuck, then it's scary. And then that makes me not want to ever have kids then. Especially like, just not even just that. There's just multiple things recently. I've been taking in a lot of information. This last week has just been a lot to my brain. And it just makes me question so many things about this planet and like our world right now and how it works and how it operates. With men and women and jobs and business and like just like the power dynamics and just like the evil people that are super powerful that are hurting children, all these disgusting horrible things that I'm like keep learning, and like things I keep hearing, like, from people. I don't even search for this stuff, but it just gets to me, and it just somehow it keeps popping up in my life, and I don't want to know these things. I don't want to know evil things like this that are happening. But that's just how life is, like, and then you're bringing children into this world with such evil things, such horrific things, like, I don't know. It just seems like sometimes I feel like maybe I shouldn't have kids, but, like, I thought I wanted that. The more I keep learning more information, it's just like, and I keep, like, dissecting things and processing things, it's like, maybe I'm not meant to have kids. That's okay. I don't know. Sorry, I just feel like I needed to talk to you guys about this, because I was, like, spiraling right now, alone. And I'm just, like, rethinking my whole life a little bit of, like, what I even want in this world. I just know I've always just want my person. I know I want my life partner, and that's my ultimate goal. But I'm scared, like, I'm scared that things are gonna change if I do find my person, and then we do end up, like, bringing children into this world. Like, anything can change. I was talking to her when she was doing my lashes, and she said, like, she was like, yeah, like, she's heard stories of women who, like, literally found a perfect man, like, literally a perfect man in the beginning, everything, and then everything just changed like this, and it just was a different person, or just, like, the effort, everything was just gone. And that's what scares me so much too, that men can just put up, like, something and then just not be that, and usually I'm so good at reading, I'm super good at reading it, but, like, it's still scary when you hear things like that, and especially to have a child with a man and then it's like that and you're stuck, like, it's so scary. And so I'm just, like, kind of rethinking, like, if I did change my Facebook thing and I put, like, note, I don't want children, like, that's gonna, like, take me out of the game for so many men. But then maybe the ones that do populate for men, if I took out the children part, like, maybe they'd want to be with me, for me, not just for my body, or for me, the potential of having kids with them, to pass their genes on and pass their last name down. Maybe I'd find, like, men that, like, just want to find the woman for them, like, and they just want to love me and not use me for something else. I don't know, because it's gonna be a whole bunch of men that are just absolutely not, like, I would just not be their match if I couldn't have kids for them, you know? So I don't know, but I just need to take some time to breathe and think about this and, like, process it more. Maybe I'm just having again, because it's just a lot of information we pass right now, and I usually don't, like, there's just a lot of things about this world. Sometimes when I learn more things, it just makes me, like, stressed out. It's why I don't like to not know about these things and just focus on my happiness, because it's just, like, this world that we live in, it's just hard. There's just things, like, that happen, and I don't want to know about them, you know? I wish it, like, we didn't have to know about these things, but we have to, because that's how people learn and they be better. But still, it just makes me want to go back to when I was younger and, like, I didn't even think about these things. I was just so happy. I mean, it was happiness and not happiness, but still, like, I feel like it's not, the more I keep learning and the more I just get so upset with the life, like, society and things that we do, it's just, like, I just feel like it's like pulling people apart, and just tragedy and gross things, and people are doing things, and just evil things, and it's just the power dynamics too. It's just like, it's hard. I'm just trying to imagine like me bringing children into this world and them having to grow up and learn these lessons, especially a daughter, bringing a daughter into this world and having them to understand these things and teach them these things. Like, I don't know. I know, just want, for sure, all I know right now is I want my person. I want my man. Like, that's all I truly want. But I don't know if I want kids, because then like, everything can change, and our relationship could just go the opposite direction because of that. Or he could be saying one thing and then he just not be a good dad, or not be good to me anymore, because now I'm just taking care of the kids and doing all the work and just never getting appreciation. Like, all these stories I keep hearing. It's like, it's hard when you come from, like, I come from a religious family, so like, I will never divorce. I know that it's like a part of my like religion, and I just will never do it. It's just not happening to me. But because it's not happening to me, that's what makes it more scary to jump into a relationship. I've been 5 years single because of it. So it's like, I know that when I do choose, it's forever. But that's also scary, because if I do choose and I choose wrong, then I'm forever stuck with someone who isn't a good person. It makes me like feel like an object, or just something to like that provides everything, and they just get to be happy and taken care of, and I'd have to do all the work. And I don't want to live like that, and I don't want to be in a marriage that's like that, where it just changes and then I'm like stuck, and then I have to do everything for the kids, and they just didn't have no help whatsoever. They don't do anything. Like, I keep hearing stories of women, and it scares me. And I'm just wondering, if I were to change what I say on, like, I could try it, but if I were to change my Facebook thing to not wanting kids, like, what would that look like? And then what kind of men would I match with? And then would that be a good life? Like, I don't know, because no one in my family's ever lived it. Everyone has, like, but would that be a good life to not have children either, and just have your person, and just get your person, and you guys just like travel and like live together and like be happy together? Or do you need to have children, like, to feel successful, like you accomplish life as a human on Earth? I don't really know. I already had all these plans of like how I was raising my children and everything, but it's just like, it's just, I keep hearing things, and it just scares me. And at one point I was talking to this guy back in the day, and I remember him being, I was like, do you want kids? And he was like, if my wife wants them, then yeah, but if not, then I'm okay without them. And I remember just being kind of upset, because I kind of liked him, and we had a good conversation. He was very, very, very smart. And I was just like, why? Like, I'm looking for a man that says yes. I'm looking for a man that gets excited about the topic of children, who's like, yes, I want children, like, with like passion in their voice. And that's not what you're saying to me. And that makes me nervous about you as a partner. And I told him straight out, like, how I was feeling. And he just was like, I remember him telling me this, actually, about how this world is, and that he doesn't feel like it's a necessity to bring a child into this world. And he was really calm. He's like a philosopher type of person, so his voice was very deep, and like literally if you like listen to an audiobook, it's like how his voice is very calm and like put together type of man. And I remember just being like, I just remember just being just like, I understood him, but I still want a man who's excited about having kids the way I am, and wants them that bad. That's because we know we're gonna do good for them. But he just couldn't give me that. Even when I tried to tell him to give me the answer, like, could he give it to me, he still was strong with what he said. He stood strong, and I didn't understand that. But now I'm starting to understand that. And he was like, I think he was 28 when I talked to him. I forgot what age he was, but he was definitely older than me. I think I was like 24 when I met him. Maybe 25 going on 2. But he was a very, like, a genius. He was a very smart person. And I think he just knew more things about the world than I did. I'm 26. It's like, I know a lot about what I know about because I've mastered it. but I'm really ignorant when it comes to like the history and like things that are going on, like that are not a part of my what I work on day to day, like my business, my things. And so he knows a lot about a lot of topics in this world, just politics, just evil things, like just all of the things, like, and it's just, that's why he said that. And I didn't really understand why he said that, and I just felt like he wasn't a match for me because of these things. I just wanted someone who was excited about kids the way I was, the way I am, but I'm just like second guessing it right now. I don't know. And now I feel like I know what he's thinking. I understand now. Because the more you keep learning, you're like, why would I bring a child into this world? Because the reason you would is because you feel like you can be different as a parent. You feel like you can be better as a parent. You feel like you can set them up properly in the right way to be successful. Thank you. You feel like you can... The reason why you want to bring a child is because, like, you feel like you're a mature enough adult to be able to take care of them and like do things different than your parents did and give them less stress and less trauma and less sadness, right? That's like why we want it. And then also we want it because like we want to pass a legacy down. You know, these are things I think that most people do want children for. You want to pass your DNA. You want them to be better than you. You want them to grow better. But you're also bringing them into this world, like, you're bringing them into this world, like, where they're going to learn everything and all these things, and, like, they have to, you know, they're going to be struggling, but, like, if you can raise them properly in the way that when they struggle, you are there for them and you love them through every thick and thin, through everything, then, like, there should be okay for the most part. Like, I mean, people still hurt people, even good people get hurt in this world. But that you still have to have faith and be happy for them just to pass your like legacy down. And that they hope that they do better and they're not sad and they don't like let things get to them when they learn things about how this real world works. Like, it's just a lot. And I understand why he said it like that now. I didn't get it because I was younger and I was in my own world. But I feel it now. Like, it's like, I kind of understand that. It's like, I don't need to have kids. It's like, because I understand so much and keep learning things, it's like, if it happens, it's like, I don't know. You just don't want to repeat any patterns. You don't want to, like, put your children, you just want them to, you don't even want to, like, have them ever have to suffer. You don't want people to suffer at all. You don't want them to have to, like, experience any of these things, these gross things, hearing these things and learning these things, and, like, the unfairness of life. Like, you don't want them, and that's what he was saying, and I didn't understand it at the time. And he could have been the one for me, I don't know, but I didn't get him. He was older than me. I didn't understand things. I didn't know things about the world. And now that I learn more about women and how they're treated and, like, how they're... Just when marriage happens and children happens, a woman doesn't win as much as the man does. It's just, it is what it is. Like, and now I get why he said that. He said he literally told me to my face. Like, he literally said it, like, it's up to you. It's up to the woman if she wants kids or not, because he doesn't care, because he wanted to love a woman. And I didn't see it because I was too young. I didn't realize what he was saying, but I realize it now. It's because that means he's really for the woman, not for just using her as an incubator just to have kids, like, and to pass his DNA down or to give his last name to someone or take ownership or possession of a woman. Sorry, guys. It was just, we had, like, so much conversation. Like, such deep conversation. She was doing my lashes right now, so I don't know. I was just thinking in the car, and I just got home and I was making my eggs, and I just started breaking down crying, and I just felt like I needed to talk to someone about this, because I'm starting to like rethink everything, and I thought I knew what I wanted in this world, but I'm not sure. All I know is I want a good man with me to love me, but I don't know if I want kids. And that sounds so selfish, because I always think people are selfish when they say that. I always think they're selfish, and I judge them. But now I'm understanding. I'm starting to learn things. And it's you don't want to put your child through this. Sometimes, like, I just feel like I just wish they could bring them into a world that was like beautiful and rainbows and sunshine and everything's gonna be okay, and like they're never gonna get hurt, and everything's gonna be fair. You're never gonna feel like a slave. But we're slaves to the system, and women get slaved by men. And it's just how the world works. I see what he was saying. I'm sorry, guys. I don't want to be ever negative on my life. I'm always positive. I'm always positive. But maybe I'd understand what he's saying now. Maybe I need to answer like that now too. Maybe it's not about needing to have kids. It's not about like attaining something and having something happen from a relationship. It's just I want the relationship only. I just want to be loved and like daily and love someone, just one person, and I don't want anything from him. I just want to love him, and it's not about the kids. It's not about having children at all. And maybe that's how I think now. And that means on the thing I say I'm not sure that if I want kids or not, I can put unsure on there now. Because I don't know. All I know is that, like, every story I hear about mothers, they're just, and even she told me her family, that she asked her grandma, and she said, absolutely not. I would not recommend having kids, and I would not recommend getting married. That's what her own grandma told her. And my grandma has said similar things, but not, like, in that way. But also questioned if I should be, like, she's had me questioning, too. And my mom has told me things about how she feels being the mother and being raised, and how she feels like she gets she's the one that has to give poor, but she doesn't feel like she gets it back. My mom was honest with me one of the Christmases, because we watched this movie that kind of talked about this topic about women and mothers, and how they get less, and they're not as happy. They're the ones that I kind of like lose in the end. And the more I learn about these things, it's just like, it makes me second guess it, kind of. Like, do I really want to be a mother if it comes with all that? Like, I have to really want it. If it's gonna come with all that, you have to really want to be a mother, you know? Because it's not gonna be all sunshine. You're the one that's gonna be suffering the most, or not feeling grateful, or people are gonna be taking advantage. Like, it's not like you get that same reciprocation that you love everyone, you give to everyone, and you do the stockings and everything, but you don't get a stocking. Moms don't get a stocking. They put stockings out for everyone else, but no one puts the stocking out for the mom. They're always going to be the one that's like, kind of like the shorter hand, the sick, always doing everything. I was so immature. I thought I knew everything. I just keep learning more and more things that just make me like rethink things. Like, now I don't even know if I want like kids. Like, it's crazy. And I kind of wish I didn't know these things, because I would have been ignorantly happy to have a family and kids. But now I'm not even sure if that's even a good move for me as a woman. And maybe I should just find a man who also doesn't want kids, and we just love each other, and I can have the happiest life, and we just take care of each other, and we travel the world, and we just live a good life together, and that's it, and we die together. We didn't need anything from each other. I don't know. I've never lived this. I haven't heard about this. My family always has togetherness, so I never thought about like not having kids. I've never thought about a future like that. It's nothing I've ever heard, but I'm starting to think this way for some reason. I don't know if it's a good thing, or I'm just being kind of sad right now, and just because I'm learning so many things. We were talking about so much topics. I'm just in a sad perspective. My mind is just kind of racing with all this information of like life in this world. maybe this is just like a temporary moment of like just like sadness that I'm just like starting to think like really like kind of spiral. And maybe that's like I do want that, but like as of right now it's not, it's feeling like I need to like make a change on my bio and be like, I'm not sure about kids. Like I'm not like 100% yes anymore like I was. And maybe I need to be someone like he was when I knew him, like where he says like it's up to the woman to decide if she wants kids or not, because that is a beautiful thing to say, and I didn't even realize like what that even meant. I just thought he didn't want kids, and he was just saying that, just like half-assing it, and I just thought he wasn't gonna be a good father if that was the case. But I think it's because he was wiser and he knew things about women and mothers that I didn't know just yet. And he reads a lot of books, so he just knew. He just knew. He just knows things. So maybe I'm the person now that says on the thing, like, if my husband wants kids, then I want kids. Like, maybe I'm that too. Because if I find a person that I really, really love and he's everything to me and, like, he's perfect for me and he's an amazing man, then if he wants kids, I will give it to him. But, like, I don't need to have kids, like, because I just want him. I just want a man. Like, maybe that's how I answer now too. That's, like, crazy because I never thought I could answer like that. I thought that he was, like, selfish and he didn't want kids, but now I'm understanding why he said that. Because it's a lot, especially for women. We're the ones that, like, it's gonna be a lot. And then you keep hearing grandmas and they say they would not do it, I would not get married again, like all these things, like, and they talk about it's just the patriarchy. It's like that's why women are like lashing out and don't want to, like, we're doing these things. It's like because the system and like men are, it's just crazy. It's why I'm here to help you guys, but it's like I just keep learning more things, and it's just like, holy shit, what we live in. Like, I don't want to have kids then. I don't want to have kids. Like, I'm scared for my happiness. I'm happy right now alone. Like, I'm doing my things and I feel good. And I'm scared my whole life's gonna change and everything, and the heat changes. Like, there's so much we don't know, and it's scary to bring life into this future, into the world, especially in this world. It's even more scary to bring life into this world that we live in. Like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. Sorry guys, these are just thoughts I'm thinking right now because I'm sad, but it's just like this, I just had like a realization, and it's just bringing back things of the past also, and now I'm just understanding a lot of things, and this is something I can now search for, because now I'm realizing that certain men are going to think this way too, and that means that they're very mature. That means they're on another level of maturity. So I just kind of learned a lot right now. I felt like I should share with you guys like how I'm feeling about it, because it was really sad, but at the same time, like, I think it was good for me to learn this about life, and how I just don't think I even really need to bring kids into this world. Again, only if it's like I meet the right person, the right man, and he truly wants that, to bring them into this world. Like he wants to bring children into this world, like, willingly. Because I just really want him, and I want to be happy with him as a person more than having to bring any other children into this, this whole world, this system, everything. And then also what it means to be a mother too. In this world, right? It's the way the world is built, and slavery and things, and people having power and dynamics. Like, it's crazy. It's horrible, honestly. And I think it's so unfair. A part of me also can see on the other, playing devil's advocate for what I just heard and what she was saying when she was doing my lashes, and like, not only what she was saying about my grandma, my mom, and other people online and things, when I observe things in relationships and like the patriarchy, but being a devil's advocate, you could also say that women weren't, and men weren't ready to have children when they did, which is why they weren't ready to be a mother and didn't feel prepared, and they felt like they didn't know how to cope with these things because they were young. And then also, like, they ended up feeling these ways as they get older because they were too young to settle down and too young to have children, and weren't mature enough to do so that it makes them also rethink their life. Like did they make the right decision to have kids and to get married? And that could just be that they were immature or not ready for when it did happen, which then eventually leads them. That's devil's advocate at the same time. So we can see both sides of it. But I don't know, I just keep hearing a lot of negative things. I know I'm different because I do a lot of research and I know what I know. It's why I can teach it. I know stuff. Like, I know what it means to be a good person and I live by it. And I know what it is for a good man and not, like, I know the difference. So I don't think I'm gonna pick wrong ever. That's why I've been single for 5 years. I wouldn't pick wrong. I have to be like strong with who I have to know that I wouldn't pick wrong. I will stay single forever. It means I will not give my heart to someone if they're not going to be like a good person and they're going to change up on me and they're going to lie to me, not have morals and values, like, and are just not a good person. I won't pick them. So if I pick the right one, then I can have kids. But it's like, you're still just throwing up a dice, because then she just told me when I was talking to her, she was just saying that, like, men, she heard stories of women that men were literally perfect, like, everything was perfect to a T, and they still hurt them at the end, and they still, like, the woman's, like, miserable at the end, like, they never win, women don't win, even when they find a perfect man, and it's so sad. Like, I don't want to hear these things, because I want love, and I'm so hopeful, and I just want it so bad, and I feel like it's, maybe it's not gonna ever be sunshine for women, like, it's just, we're just in this system. And then you hear women on the line when I'm scrolling through. I also see women talking about how, like, oh, it sucks the world we live in. You might as well just marry rich. Like, all these things. At least you have, like, nice, beautiful things and you can look pretty. And they can take care of you. But then I told her that she was just like, yeah, that's true. But then she was saying that, like, those women aren't happy or free either. So that's, like, it just sucks for women. Which is why we need to help more men, like, understand these things, because, like, we're just stuck no matter what. We're gonna be unhappy for some reason. That's what I keep hearing. And then it just makes me want to stay single forever then. Like, it's horrible. I don't want to hear these things. I don't want to hear these things. Like, but this is the world we live in. It's so sad. Because those women who think that, like, because it's, like, they already accepted how it works in this world, like, they just decide, like, I might as well marry someone with money. Because then they're still gonna, like, have problems, because they have to deal with that man then, who just sees them as an object, only that they just purchased. So they're not free either. And that actually, it's even worse, because if they have kids, and he tries to kick, like, she's gone, she has nothing because she didn't have a job or anything, so it's even worse for her. So that's not the solution either. And so just, like, it's hard sometimes to have hope for love or, like, good men. It's hard to have hope in this society when you keep hearing so many negative things and sad things. And then you hear it from your own grandparents and your own mom. And then you hear other women's grandparents and moms telling them things. Like, it's just, it's why women just don't want to have sex anymore. And we're not, like, just gonna date anyone, and just, it's horrible, and I don't like this. I don't want women and men to be separated. I don't want why is there, like, we should be together. We should be happy making love and be happy together. That's what we're designed to do. A man and a woman is supposed to be together, right? So why are we, like, why is it such a, like, why does it feel like there's, like, a war or something? Like, I don't understand. I don't know if it's just this era that we're in right now in life, or it's just, I don't know why I keep hearing things, like, just not, when I have so much hope for love. I'm always positive. You guys know me. I know I'm gonna have good love. I know, like, my future. I have hope, but I feel bad for other people who don't also, and it's feeding into me a little bit when I hear other people's negativity, because it's all I hear. Like, I just see relationships, and I just feel like it's, what are we doing? Like, what is life? I don't know. I just want a man. I just want a good man. That's all I want now. I thought I wanted kids. I don't even know if I want that anymore. All I know is I want a good man. I want a good man that's a good person that I can love daily and I can trust with my life, and who's real and actually loves me and doesn't want to just use me to have children, or use me for my body, or use me because I give him energy and power so that he can go make more money, then eventually cheat on me and leave me. I don't want this. I want a man that's there for me. You know, it's gonna love me for me and not everything else that it comes with. Just like my soul, my heart, like who I am as a person. Not to be an incubator for a baby, just to be able to pass his DNA and his last name to, like, or to make him feel more of a man. That's why he needs to have kids with me. I see what that guy was saying. I was so immature, I didn't realize. I just knew I just wanted a baby so bad that, like, if the man didn't have that same passion, like, he was not my match. But, like, I get where he was saying with that answer now, and I don't think that's a bad answer. I think that's a good answer. I think the answer that when I gave him the test on the phone call, I think that's a very smart answer to give. I test men on, like, questions, like, also for one of my coaching calls, I do, like, a 2-hour test where I give you guys a lot of answers or questions, and you guys answer it, and I explain why it's right or why it's wrong, or why you shouldn't say this to women or not. So I, like, coach men on this. But before I started coaching men on this, I actually lived it. So he was one of the people I was, like, seeing if they're gonna be my match, and I was asking him all these questions, hours, like 8 hours plus on the phone every single night, talking about questions. He was, like, such a smart man when I met him. He changed my life in a lot of ways, and I don't think I really realized it at that age. But anyways, I had asked him that question about, like, do you want kids and how many, and he just said, like, if the woman that I want and that I choose, like, and is my match, like, if the woman wants it, I'll have them, but if the woman doesn't, I'm okay. And that wasn't a good enough answer to me, because I wanted to answer, like, yes, I want kids, I'm gonna be a great father, I can't wait to have kids. I wanted that answer. That answer would have made me feel like we were gonna make like, just be a power team. But he didn't give it to me, and I just felt like there was answers he didn't give to me. I was like, why are you answering this? It's because he was like a philosopher. He was just very smart. He answered questions that I needed him to have passion. I needed him to have, like, yes, like, I want kids. And then, yes, like, okay, I can feel that you want kids. You didn't just say, yeah, I want kids, or, like, scared. Some guys answer scared. Like, yeah, like, they have a different energy. Each man has a different energy. And his was just so calm and just, like, nonchalant. I just feel like that was so, like, he could have been lazy. Also played video games. Like, so I was just, like, trying to think about, is he just lazy and he doesn't want kids? Like, and I wouldn't want a partner that's, if we had kids together, he was lazy. So I was just like, no. But I think it's because he was so smart and knows so much about motherhood and, like, women, that he actually knows that women don't want kids because of that. Because they learn so much about the patriarchy. Some women, like what I'm learning right now, as I'm growing, like, I'm 26 now, we learn so much about how the dynamics in relationships are, and, like, religion, and how women, like, even religion, she was telling me, even a religion talks about how women are, like, kind of slaves in religion. I'm like, what? I did not know that. That's crazy. But it's, like, always been women are kind of lower and, like, gonna be treated as that, because even we don't even give our last name up. She was telling me that we were, like, and I didn't even realize that, like, we grab the man's last name, so we lose our complete identity as a human, and we're only the identity, we're, like, the son, we're part of a new blood, we're, like, we lose our whole identity for a man. So the man has complete power of us, which is what then ends up happening in the family, which is why women end up, like, not, like, winning in the way if you have kids or get married. And that's why women are like, don't get married and don't have kids. When you hear your grandparents, you're like, what the hell? Like, you're scaring me. Like, I don't want to, like, it's scary as the fuck out of me. Like, and then more grandparents are talking to their children, their daughters, and then now women don't want to have relationships and don't want kids. Like, I'm starting to understand, like this movement that's happening. I'm still, like, I know that I want to help men, and I'm here to help men and, like, learn things and help change their way of life. But, like, it's just, it kind of gets me passionate about women on the women's side at the same time. Like, I feel like there's a world where I could help both eventually, because damn. But, like, right now, I just think that men are first, we need to help rewire their brains and all the bad habits and everything. But it's just crazy, because then we're going to just have less babies and less, like, happy marriages. And men, like, the statistics already show that men are going to, they're already, like, the population is going down. Like, they're not passing their DNA. It actually, the studies even show it's going to start going up when AI comes, and men will not have kids and they will not pass their DNA. Like, it's already a fact. And it's happening right now. We're in the era of, like, evolution. And so it's, like, the bad genes, or that's whatever they were saying. This is just this is how they were saying it, because they're like the scientific people. I don't know, I'm just relaying what those people said. But they were saying that about men, and I was shook about that. But now everything's making sense when she said that. And she told me there was a movement of women who were like on strike, and I was like, wait, what? I just live my life and just figure things on my own. I don't like look at anything like in those ways. I don't see these like wars. I don't, my feed is pretty happy, honestly. I only get negativity from people that tell me scary things. I don't even hear these things. I don't even see these things. Everything is happy on my feed. Everything is rainbows, dance, fitness, health. Like I don't see nothing. Like, and so it's really rare when like an ad or something intense pops up for me. So when I was hearing these things of her, I was like, wait, what? There's a movement for women? She's like, yeah, women are not like, she told me that women are not having sex right now. I'm like, I'm not gonna have sex right now. And she's like, well, that means you're a part of the movement. And I'm like, wait, what? Like, she kind of shook me right there, because I just did this out of my own instinct of my own soul to want to not do anything until I found my life partner. This wasn't from anything. I just felt this my own self. And then she told me there's an actual movement that women are doing this. I'm just like shook right now. Like, it's just, everything's making so much sense of this world, and like it's so scary, and it just makes me like want to curl into a ball and like just, I don't know, it just makes me not want to have kids, honestly. That's why I jumped on live, because I'm like kind of like I'm rethinking everything, like my own beliefs of things I wanted, that I thought I wanted, and now I'm not sure if I want kids, and that's crazy for me to say. But if you have so much evidence of unhappy mothers, if you can like ask a certain amount of women and they're just like unhappy as fuck and they wish they never like got married and never had kids, like then why are we doing this? Like we need to help men first so they can be better for us, so we don't feel trapped and like a slave under a man's last name under his presence. Like it shouldn't be this way, right? We need to help men more. We need to help men understand this so that women don't feel this way and they want to leave. And then some women don't care about religion. They're like, I'm out, and they divorce, which is why the divorce rate of women is so high. Because women, some are just like, they want to divorce more than men do because they're done. They don't want to be a part of this dynamic where they're like slaves, and they're just like, they don't care about religion, so they don't stay. It's crazy. And I'm religious, so I will never get divorced, which is why I've been single 5 years, and I just will hold out until I find a good man. And some women are not as strong as me. They don't do that. They'll just continue to jump to boyfriend, just, you know, like getting hurt. It's fucked, dude. The system is fucked. It's so sad. The more I learn, it's just sad. And I think it really comes down to a woman's, that's why the independence rights and everything, for women to become independent, that helps it so we don't get hurt and we don't become a slave to men. So that's why women have to have independence in some way and make their own money in some way, so they don't feel stuck in a men's presence. It's so interesting. It's just so interesting. I don't mean to be crying or sad or negative in any way. You guys know I'm positive. You guys know I'm for helping men and all of this, and I do believe in love, and we're gonna find it. And I'm staying positive that we're gonna find our true love. But the reason I came on here, because I was crying, I was sad, is just because I'm rethinking being a mother, and that's what made me sad. Because I've always wanted to be a mother, and I know how to be a good mother, and I do a lot of research to be a good mother and like to be a good wife. But now I'm just like not sure if I want it as much as I thought I did. And that makes me sad. But it's a smart move, technically, for my happiness. But then it's also selfish. That's what they say. When you don't have kids, you're a selfish person. But then at the same time, who cares what people say? Because I want to be happy, and I see all this evidence of unhappiness, so why would I go down a path of unhappiness? I'm happy in my life. Like, I want to stay happy. I don't want to be, like, a slave or, like, feel like I'm not appreciated. What mothers have to go through. But then I'm selfish then. And then what man would want to marry me if I can't give him kids either? You know, so it's like, I'm just unsure right now. And I just feel like I just need to speak my thoughts for you guys. I don't know if this is just a temporary thing, because I'm sad right now from this conversation. And I'm just having these things. Maybe I'm just sad right now, and that's why I'm just saying these things, but I don't know. It's just how I feel right now. And I just felt like I needed someone to talk to. It's just, I just don't, this world is just, I don't know sometimes. And maybe it's good that I don't bring a child into this world sometimes. I just feel like Sorry, Liz, we have to work out right now. We have to do a series. I need to chill and get back to normal so we can work out and get our work done. No exceptions. We don't miss days. I need to snap out of it. I'm fine. I'm not even like, I don't even have a man right now to even decide about having kids, so I'm just thinking too much in the future right now. It's not even here yet. It's just sad when I learn things, more things that just make me scared and just see the world for what it is. And we have to just accept it. It's just life. I'm tired. I'm tired. I feel better now. I feel better to talk to you guys about how I'm feeling and thoughts. Even if this is just a moment in time and it passes and I don't think the same way in the future, I still feel like I need to express my feelings and say how my mind is processing and thinking right now. Even if it's like not truly what I want or how I'm feeling, or I'm just saying things out of sadness and emotions because I'm learning new things that are sad and like scare me about life. But I think that's how it happens when we grow up. I feel like that happens for everyone when we realize life. And we all go through just like, wow. The system. I love you guys. I'm really curious to see though if I did change my algorithm, what kind of men would pop on my feed. I'm kind of curious. I low-key want to, this could be good for our business and for helping men and coaching. If I did change my algorithm, what kind of men would I get? And then this is like a good knowledge and a good test to kind of see what men appear. I'm kind of intrigued, honestly, about this new finding and this new understanding, because that could be the piece of the puzzle that I'm missing that would lead me to more men that are like me. Thank you so much, TD. Thank you so much for your support. The whale diving, thank you. You just made me feel so good after being sad. You just like made my day. Thank you. But I think I might be onto something, guys. I think I just learned something about life that could better our, like I could use that in our coaching too. But I just learned something very intriguing, very important, honestly, about a man's knowledge when he's going to date a woman. Like, because like if a man knows these things, like he is so powerful to be an amazing father, amazing husband. Because I didn't just learn this about women till right now, of like what it means to be a mom and like how it's like hell. Like I kind of just heard my grandparents and people like say that it's hard, like you hear the struggle, but it's like you don't really think about it until you're becoming a woman and you're like, oh shit, I'm a mother, or I'm like a wife now. Like you don't really know the identity crisis that you go through as a woman to give your whole soul up and your last name, your whole identity to a man. Like it's a serious thing. It's a serious thing for a woman to give her like whole life up for a man, and she has to do that. The men get to stay who they are and what they built, but the woman has to change everything for the man. It's a part of a slavery. So it's like if I could help men understand this too, then maybe they could be better for women too, so that it doesn't feel like this, because their knowledge about what they're doing, even if they're not conscious of it, they're making women feel this way, which is why we're smarter now. And we're learning from each other. We're as evolution happens, like grandmas are talking more like not so religious, not so perfect. Everyone's being honest. So because everyone's honest, now there's less love, there's less babies, there's less relationships, because women aren't gonna put up with it. And it shouldn't be this way where we're slaves to men. Like, you know what I mean? And if I can help with my coaching, because I already am coaching men and like the program to help you guys not make women feel like literal slaves, like I can help you guys like find a perfect woman who will love you to the ends of earth because you're treating her right, the way you move, the way you speak, the way you think, how you communicate, like how you make a woman feel like part of you, and especially make her feel special. And you don't just do this in the beginning, and that's what's so scary about women. They talk to each other, they're just like they start so perfect and then they change and they're on the couch and you're doing everything. They're so lazy, they do nothing for they just want to be a king and not care about anything and do nothing. Like it's crazy, like things I hear and things I see like in my cousins and like some of their like it's just I just keep learning more and more things about women. When women are brave enough to tell each other things, like it's horrible for women when they get married and have kids, and that's why we're doing less of it. And it should not be this way. We should not have to like withhold. We all, women and men, want the same things. We want the same things. A man and a woman wants to be loved, married, and just live happy, like, and love each other daily. We want the same things. We want peace. We want making love. We want passion. We want like fire. But we should feel we shouldn't feel like a slave. We shouldn't feel like we're not being, there's no gratitude in the house. When you become a mother, people aren't like appreciating you. Like they start overlooking things you're doing more. Why is it like you're just, everything is for the man, everything we all know it's a man's world. We've been known this, but like now I'm realizing that's when it comes to marriage and children too. That's when women, it gets worse. But we're riding it. Women that are single, we're having the times of our life. But as I'm learning more, I'm like, holy fuck. Like, it's scary. It's scary. Like, if you pick the wrong man, your life is over. Like, your happiness that you had freedom as a woman is gone, guys. And I want to help us men here in our community because we want to not let women feel like they're their best selves when they were single. And then one day when you get them and now they're dating you and you guys are married, then one day they leave you and everything you worked for is gone. Your children separated, your house it's split in two. You don't want that for your children. You don't want that for your life as a man. So we need to help each other because this cannot continue happening in our society. This is really not good. This is really bad. And that's why women always leave men, and men are like scared. They want prenups and shit because it starts with the man though. This all stemmed from men and your guys' power, because you guys, it is a man's world and you guys have the most power. And we all know this. So I want to help you guys so you guys can be your best selves and be your best human, be your best man, as a leader, as a power fucking house, as a leader of a house, of a marriage, for the kids. And then also you don't make your woman feel like she's just like disposed of or just temporary or not seen or not valued and just feels like an object, like you're just using her to have children. Like, you know what I mean? Because that's what like is happening. And like some people are very religious like me, and like with my family, like I will never divorce. My grandma will never divorce no matter what, but that also doesn't make her happy in her life. She has to live in something that like she knows what she did and like where she's at, but just accept it. That is not a life to live. And also the man suffers too in those moments when you guys get to older, because then he's not happy because his woman's not happy, so no one's happy. So we need to help men like learn how to communicate and have a different set of the way they move and they speak to women and how they think about things. And if I can teach you guys these lessons and teach you guys these things, like we're gonna all be better for it, and we're all gonna be able to find love in a healthy way. Because I hate being single. I've been single now for 5 years. I'm just fucking over it. I just want to find my person already, but it's like maybe I'm just like every time I keep learning more things, it's like maybe it was a good thing I'm still single. Because then what if I would have went down the same path as like my other women in my family, where they married like young and then they just have to like, you know, it's sad. It is sad for women. It's the reason I'm holding out, and it's because I'm smart, and it's because I know things, I can sense things, I can feel them, and I just learned more things right now, and now I know that I'm looking for a different man. Maybe I try a different route. Maybe I look for men who don't want kids, not ones that are not in they got divorced and now they have kids and they don't want kids anymore. Not that type of man. They already failed. They're more likely to fail again, and statistically it shows. Those men who do have failure in relationships, they should find a woman who also has failed in relationships. That's your best match, just to let you guys know. Your best match would be someone who failed also in their relationship, because they will understand you most. They'll have been through the same struggles you have. That's your best match. people that me, like, who've never had babies, never nothing, we're just like just ready to just find our person. Never like had a mistake or had to like, not a mistake, but just like you guys split up, never had to do that. We are looking for people who also have never done that. That's the best match for us, right? It's a fresh, clean slate. There's no trauma, there's no baggage, there's no, like, I can't understand a man if he got a divorce and has kids. I can't really understand you. We're not, I don't know, like, what the trauma you've been through and what you experienced. I can't, like, we're not the same. I never even got to a point where I let a man in that much to even have kids. I was super careful. My energy is different than yours. So a man like that who has kids and now is looking for a new woman, I think is the best, most compatible for that person would to find another woman who also got divorced and has kids, and like, and you guys have both been through the fucking ringer, because who knows what it's like to get divorced. We haven't lived it. That we're single here, all of us, if you're like that too, we've never lived what it is to go through a full-on fucking divorce with children. That just sounds like a bitch. So those people who have experienced that life traumatic like change of a shift of their whole identity and their whole futures, those are the best compatible people for each other, in my opinion. Again, there's exceptions to everything, but from what I've studied and what I see, it just makes sense, because you guys can have deep ass conversations about what you guys went through and connect on such a deep level of trauma, and then help each other just be more powerful and never let it happen again. That's in my opinion. If I was divorced, that's what I would be looking for if that ever happened to me. But for me, I'm looking for now, if I look on maybe on the app, because I just had this realization, this is going to be adding to now my questions when I ask guys. This was a very important moment for me to learn this that I just did right now. And I think I'm going to, like, when I ask guys this question, I'm going to be very, not only I'm going to ask a new question. So the question I'm going to ask is, do you want kids and how many? When I ask that question, I'm going to hear how they answer and how they respond first off. And then from that response, I'm going to ask a deeper question. I'm going to figure out what that is. And I'm going to add it to our sheet of things. Because this second question that I ask will say a deeper amount of understanding of why they truly want kids. And then there was another question I need to write down, but this is going to really dissect a man and understand if a man is even ready or even knows any of this. Because if he doesn't know this stuff, then patterns are going to repeat, right? This is why I'm teaching you guys, because if you guys as men aren't aware of these things that are happening or learning these things, you're going to be a part of the society of trauma and then divorce or unhappy marriages that last forever, but they're unhappy and it's not the same anymore. Because you guys aren't learning this knowledge that literally is what failed so much marriages and relationships, right? So if I can figure this out, and I'm gonna start doing more, I can figure out more men, and the more calls I have, the more understanding of what this question, the second question on top of the children question, which I didn't have before, that can say a lot. That can say a lot about a man and his knowledge, but also like how he answers the first question. Now I'm not gonna be so cutthroat about that question. I'm going to be very aware of whether they say I don't want kids. I want kids if the woman wants kids, or 100% yes, I want kids. Like, now I'm more interested. Like, I didn't realize how deep that question was until I just experienced what I experienced right now, and you guys were like listening. I didn't understand how the severity of the children question is, because it literally means like the woman is a slave. Like, once you have babies, like your whole life changes. Like, I didn't understand the patriarchy that much. Like, it didn't click for me. I always heard my grandma, my mom say things, and now I'm hearing other parents say things and women say things. But it didn't really, really click until I realized what kids really mean. For a woman. For a man, it's heaven. It's heaven. You guys are passing your last name. You're passing your DNA. You know, if you get a boy, you pass on another DNA. It's chilling for the man, because man is the lead. It's a man's world, right? So you guys are in power always. More powerful than women. We know this. I know this. I appreciate it about that men. That's why I want to help men to be better, because I understand you guys we need to have better leaders, better, stronger, more powerful leaders that are good men, not evil and using their power to hurt children or do disgusting things or hurt more women and just use their bodies and their souls. We don't need more powerful powerful men to use women and hurt and ruin our society and ruin our government, make life shitty, right? We want to help men who are in power to be fucking incredible, but like, for the good of humans, not for the terror of our economy and our society and just like our happiness as women and just relationships and marriage and everything. So that's why I do my work I do with coaching men, right? Because I understand this and I want to help. But this is interesting, because now I didn't realize that question
when I'm talking and like interviewing men to get on, possibly if they even can get to the first goal, but if they can even get to the with the first date, which they usually don't, when I'm gonna really think about this question when I'm listening to their answer and who this person is, like I'm gonna really think about this, because this says so much about a man. And back then when was interviewing the other guy, I didn't understand why he answered like that, and I thought he was a red flag because of that. But now I'm realizing like he was just so fucking wise. He knows about the patriarchy. He knows about what women suffer, like being a mother. And he was just saying, yeah, if the woman I love wants it, then yeah. But if not, I don't need kids. I just want to love her. And that it clicks now. He's there for women. He's there for his woman, not just because have her as an incubator just to have kids. Like he could live life and just be happy with her and have a successful, fulfilled life. And I was so immature, and he was a good man. I feel like he was a good man, and I just, that's another relationship not didn't make it. It's crazy. I just wasn't ready. Some of these men that I kind of I fumbled, like even knowing so much shit that I know, I was just like either too hot tempered, just got out too quick because my pride kind of got the best of me, and I know my worth. So when you know your worth like that, sometimes the pride gets the best of you, and you kind of just, you're just like, okay, well, I'll find another man. Like, you know what I mean? That's usually, as a woman, when we know how valuable we are, like we can let our pride. And that was one of the things that he just was not answering some questions, and it was bugging me. But he was a smart individual. He was a good man. He was very intelligent, but it also scared me because he was almost so smart that I didn't know if I could trust him. It was almost like he can control every bit of my mind because of how smart he was. So he was like on the edge of being like narcissistic, like being too smart to the point that he's like almost like has everything down. He could have a whole double life and he'd be that smart, and like I would never know. Like it was that smart. So sometimes with men that are so smart, it's scary. The ones that are really dumb, it's like hard. Not dumb, I wouldn't say that word, but like very uneducated. It's like hard to have intellectual conversations. So it's just about making love, and like usually to the pretty boys that are like that. So it's like they look good, they give it to you good, but it's like you don't have that conversation. So it's kind of boring sometimes, and they only just can like give romantic moments like that. But then there's men who are like so smart, and like they're not always the most handsome, but they're like they look good. They take care of themselves, they're put together, they shave, and they have nice outfits, they smell good, like they take care of themselves, like, and they have a presence and a maturity, but they're very smart. Sometimes they're like, men are too smart, so I'm like scared because I don't know, I feel like I don't trust you. I feel like, you know, like the movies you watch, like evil geniuses or like narcissistic people that are so smart to the point that like serial killers, right? Like you almost feel like sometimes when people are so smart, like it kind of makes you nervous as a woman to marry that too, because you'll never be right. And like sometimes they could like have a double life, or they could like be so smart that you don't know things and they know things, and they're like inflicting things, you know what I mean? Like you don't feel like you can't trust them because they're so smart, like you're kind of scared. So that was like where he was at. I was teetering. I didn't know if like his wisdom was like also arrogance and like a little bit stubborn. He was very stubborn, and also because he was also prideful too. I was prideful in the other relationship. That one, he was the pride one. He couldn't let his ego. When I knew something was right, I was right, and he was wrong. He could not. He was so smart that he could not be wrong. So he was more arrogant and prideful, like very stubborn. And men that are super smart can be very stubborn, which is, for me, I can't marry someone that's like that. So it means I can't marry someone super smart, unless we help smart men, and we can help heal them too, so they can still be smart, but just know how to be smart in a way that still allows open-mindedness to the woman and her guidance, right? So there's just a lot of ways, and different people, different dynamics, different types of relationships. But eventually, of course, the course will eventually have all this. It's gonna be taking like probably like 2 years to do, but I'm still working on it. But the more I learn, it just adds to the course. So the more I keep learning, the more I'm gonna give it. So it's actually probably good that the course is going slow, because I just learned another question I'm going to put into there that's like super crucial. And I'm going to actually talk about this whole topic I just learned right now that men need to know in the course, so that like they can go into a dating space when they talk to women and start dating them to see if they can even go on the first date with the high value woman. They need to know this history of the sadness of women in marriages, and not even women in marriages, but also the sadness of being a mother in marriages and how they feel. Like men need to know about this when going into dating, because your mind's going to be so open to like a woman's feelings and like what she's giving up for you as a man. It shows, it's so intense when a woman gives up her life for you, like her whole last name. It's a serious thing. Like, it's her whole identity. She's like killing herself to just be with you as a man, because you're the superior and you're the leader and it's a man's world. And that's how the system works. You see what I'm saying? So it's good for men to learn these things so that they can be better when dating, and they can treat their women better, and they can like be able to attain their life partner, the high value woman that they want, because they know information that like adds them, gives them like points, like adds to their personality, adds to their dynamic range, and also like they can just react and be a different type of man because of it. And they can assure and rest assured that the woman's needs are met when she's scared about falling in love and giving her heart. He can explain how everything's gonna be okay, and like whatever happened to your past, your mom, it won't happen with me, because I know these things and I won't let it happen. When a man is ignorant to these things, it's hard to trust them, and then they might end up failing in their marriage or making an unhappy marriage or hurting their woman, because they're not aware of like the system in which we live. Like, it's serious. Like, this definitely needs to be in the course. Like, this is a serious topic. And it's like, I know most women don't want to say if they're unhappy. Like, who wants to say that they're not so happy in a marriage? Like, no one wants to admit that, right? So that's why, like, they just usually, some will stay and be miserable, or some will just leave and get divorced. That's why women divorce men. So it's just like, we need to like inform men of this so that they don't pick a woman wrongly, or they don't pick a right woman but then treat them wrongly. It's literally as simple as that. And then there will be less divorces and less women leaving men, right? That's like, if men know these things and understand all these things, and they're not going to fail in their marriages, and they can be really powerful leaders and be healthy father and a husband to their woman and their children, with all this power as a man, as a leader, as like the dominant race, right? Or the dominant species or gender. I mean, they need to be like a good person and handle the house in a certain way and handle the dynamic with the wife and children. It just makes sense. Yeah, and I'm happy that I learned this. I think this was good. Yeah, I was sad and I cried and I jumped on live, and it was kind of intense, but I think I needed to learn this. This is part of my growth. I just thought I would share this with you guys, so you guys can feel it like real time, the growth and things I just learned right now. I feel better. Thank you guys for being here. I'm gonna probably just like clean up and fix my makeup, and then I'm gonna jump on live. We're gonna do fitness and series. Sorry, it's like kind of intense and negative to go into happiness right now, so we're gonna like shake it off and like switch our mindset and like get out of this space, and then be completely positive and back to like who we are, and like where we thrive in our happiness and our health. But yeah, I just felt like I needed to talk. Usually I don't want to talk about topics like this. It's kind of intense. I'll just like save it for when I finish and I learn something, and then I come at you guys in a more professional way. But I just really feel like I needed to talk to someone. I just feel like, I don't know why, I just feel like in this sad moment, I just feel like it was going to be better to talk about this, whereas later I wouldn't have had the same energy to experience and learn this when I was sad. That's why I decided to jump on live, because this was for my growth and for my healing from this, because this is very intense, and this feels good now. I feel like I could talk to someone and get this like and understand this and get this off my chest, and kind of just like now move forward with courage, like understanding how this is how the world works, but I can now pick differently in a man, and now I'm seeking differently, and it's not just about the end result or like that big happy picture. It's about the man itself. It's about the man. I want you, and I don't need there to be children for me to not want you. If we couldn't have children, I'm not gonna divorce you or leave you. Like, I don't care, because I want you as a man. It's not about the children. The children are a plus if we can have them, and if we can like afford them, if we can actually give them good lives in this chaotic world, if we even decide to bring them in this chaotic world after we keep learning more and more things, if we even want that, or we stay together and happy and alone and travel and see the world and experience memories and moments and just take care of each other and love each other. I don't know. I'm 26. I'm trying to figure this out right now. I'm kind of like I'm shifting. I don't know what I want. I'm trying to figure out what I want. But the more I keep hearing, it seems like that could be a happier life, honestly. But at the same time, I thought I wanted kids, and that sounds happy too. But like, I don't know. I'm hearing a lot of negative things. So I'm in that point right now. I'm just like unsure, like if I should change how I was thinking, or should I make it like, or should I keep it what I was thinking, and like will that lead me down a good path as a woman? Or if I change the way I'm thinking, will my life be better as a woman? If I can rewire my brain and like be like, I don't want kids actually, will my life be better then? Will I be happier as a woman? Like, I don't know. I've never experienced that. I've always wanted kids, but like, if I remove that barrier and I look for men who don't want kids, will my life be happier? Like, will he treat me better because he wants me for me? And then I'm a happier, free woman? And I don't have to be like a slave, like in the marriage, and also a slave to like being a wife and like raising the children, but also like the children don't always value as a mom. It's gonna happen with all the work that you do. It's gonna happen, and the father doesn't either. It's like, do I want to ruin my body also? Women think about that. You're now, your body, your vagina, like everything you go through. Some people, women die during birth. Like it's a serious thing. And some women just won't put their bodies through that either. So they just want to stay, like, they don't want kids. Like, they want to stay tight and feel their best and, like, not lose, like, what they built. There's just so many ways to think about it. I don't know. I don't know what the answers are now. I thought I always wanted kids, but after learning all these things and hearing all these things about and grandmas and things and going through these stuff, like, and moms, it's just, I for sure want, I know for a fact I want a good man. I just want my man. But maybe I don't need to have kids. Like, maybe that's not going to make me feel like, oh, I failed as a person on earth because I didn't have kids. I'm a failure. Like, I don't think it needs to be like that. If I choose happiness and freedom and, like, and I choose, like, to not bring them in a world so evil and so ugly with certain things I keep hearing from people in power that are literally ruling our world, that are doing evil-ass shit, and they're sick people, like, do I want to bring them in this society that we're like all slaves to work 9 to 5 jobs just so we can survive, just so we can like literally live in a little home and eat food? Like everything I keep hearing and like the patriarchy and women and men, like it just makes me not want to bring children into this, honestly. The wars, like why would I bring other children into this to have to like fend for themselves and then get hurt and like be traumatized and hear disgusting things and like, you know what I mean? Like I don't know. Maybe I just be happy with the man. I fucking love him to death, and it's just me and you in the world, and like, we made it. Like, we're done. Once we find each other, it's over. We're happy. Like, we can be happy forever. There's no other goal. We just fucking live life together, and I don't need to have kids. Like, I don't know. But that, some part of me feels like that's wrong, but a part of me feels like maybe because I was conditioned by religion, so that's why you're supposed to have kids, and it's like you're selfish if you don't. But it's like at the same time, like you can make your own life up. Anyone can make their own life, and I just want a man. That's what I truly want. That's the most thing I want the most is my person I can love daily and just be just everything about him and just be happy. Just being with him is like home. That's all I want. And then I don't know. It's just been kind of crazy today because it just shook me up a little bit from everything I thought I wanted. I don't know. But if you do find a good man, then maybe it can be happy to be a mother. Like maybe a good man would make it to be happy to be a mother and not sad, or like happy to be a wife. If he's a good man, then he should be happy. It should be happy. It's sad when I hear that it's not. It's sad. I don't want to hear that about for women. I feel bad for them. Ugh. Okay, Les, I need to be happy. We need to get on live and like get work done right now. Get our work out and I need to not cry. I need to be back to normal. I'm gonna give it like maybe 30 minutes and I'll jump on live. Okay, loves. I'm fine. We're gonna figure this out just one step at a time. We just keep learning things. We keep figuring things out. This is good for our community to help men, and this is good information that I'm learning. This is good. It's sad, but it's good information for all of us to grow. Okay, loves. I love you so much. Thank you for being here and allowing me to have this space to talk freely about how I'm thinking and feeling, even if it's for a moment in time. I don't know what the future holds, but this is kind of like how I'm feeling after what I'm hearing right now in this moment. And I just turned 26 recently. We're in March right now, 2026. But yeah, I love you guys so much, and I'll see you soon. We will find our life partner. We will.